Hey, good morning. Happy New Year to you all. Welcome to Almas Market Morning. We had a significant USD INR move in the month of December, particularly on the downside. From 76.31, we fell all the way to 74.09, which is a move of 3%, and that's unprecedented. Of course, we had these moves exaggerated due to thin liquidity and no serious buying from either importers or RBI. But RBI did make an appearance at 74.10 levels and caught the market short. That's why there was a strong effect of pushing it up to 74.40. Global markets did not have any significant moves, mainly because of the year end, nor was there any major data. On the Indian side, there were data on fiscal, which was quite positive. Of course, we have 3 months more during which government will spend more, and because of that, the fiscal can get a bit more, on the negative side. We had infrastructure output data, which was lower, much lower. Current account, which slipped into deficit for the first time. And also, we have a trade data which is coming up today, which will confirm whether we are still in a rising trend as far as the trade deficit is concerned. So we have reasons to believe that rupee can weaken, at least fundamentally, but ultimately the flows will matter. In December, we had huge flows from large exporters from IT and also corporate ECB drawdowns. In January, while these may not be much, we should see perhaps some inflows from investors. At least beginning of the year will invite some inflows from the investors, which I think will cap the upside around 74, 70, 80 initially. On the downside, we expect RBI may get active if the market tries to break 74. Overall dollar direction is still slightly biased to the upside, although Euro and GBP might still have some more correction. So in the overall scenario, taking into account everything, I guess this month we should be in the range between 73.80 and 75, slightly wider range, considering that it's the first month of the year and we might have some more sharp moves. And for the day, I expect 74.30 and 74.60 to cap the market range. We'll have a more detailed updates from tomorrow once the market gets into more liquidity and we get more data and clues from the investor side. Thank you.
Thanks, JK. Just to analyze on a dollar rupee move, because we have seen quite a good swing of a 2.5 rupees 30 paisa during the month. Market was anticipating that there would be a huge drawdown on a reserves, which for the week ended December 24th, where the data only showed a reduction of $600 million. There was anticipation, there was a market murmurs that RBI intervened $5 to $6 billion for rupee to halt the rupee depreciation. That's still possible. RBI might have used a forward route than the spot route. I just wanted to dissect that data. During calendar 2021, both US and 10-year bond yields moved higher by 60 basis points in anticipation of interest rate hikes, which are coming in 2022. The current market indicates that there is a 100% probability that rates will be hiked in May, and there is around 60% probability that rate hike might happen in March itself. Similarly, in India, 2-year bond yields moved up by 110 basis in the calendar year, and 10-year bond yield moved by 56 basis. India's short-term yield movement is more because RBI also allowed their reverse repo rate window to be much lower, which will likely to align in maybe first week of first policy itself. The other side, on Friday, RBI rejected bids for 2028 and 2031 bond auctions and indicated that they are not comfortable at current market yields. India 10-year bond yields closed at 6.45 on Friday. And late in the evening, in thin market conditions, on Friday, market led an year-end adjustment, leading to a weaker USD index. Euro GBP was higher. Gold crossed over important resistance of $1820 per ounce and dealt up to $1830 per ounce. Yeah, that's all from me. Have a nice day. Thank you.